So let's start to look at part 8, and we're going to work now on the final part, which is the labels. So we're going to scroll down here, and after the lines here, what we want to do here, // and we're going to say labels. And for this case, I will just grab the values here, number 12, 18, and number 6 here. So we're going to put them in there, and what we're going to do here is, first of all, we're going to say ctx dot, and we're going to say here the font style. And you can say here this will be, we want to make it bold, 12 pixels, and then we say here the font family will be sans serif, which is the default font family of Chart.js, and this is the default font size. So what I want to do next is say ctx dot fill style, maybe for the color, but I think we can just leave it as it is because it will just grab the border color style. So that's very consistent. So I'm going to say ctx dot, and I'm going to say fill text to draw the text. So what do we want to have here? Well, we want to have whatever the value is, which is basically from the data. And we can do it very quickly because we can say data.datasets. And in the datasets we say index. We are still within the for each loop here. We say the index and then say data index 0. Then what I want to do here is the x and y coordinates. So what we need to do here is to get this position here. We can probably get a lot of this information here from that one here. So I'm going to grab this, put it in here. If I save this and refresh, you can see here this works nicely, and I realize that the color for some reason is not what I was expecting. I guess it's from the stroke, so we need to change that color. So what we're going to say here, ctx.fill style, and then the fill style will be, I'm just going to grab this, put it in there, and then say here border color. Save that, refresh, there we are. If you look very carefully, we should have some additional padding here that makes it just a bit more better, and maybe we can even make this 20 pixels to make it a bit more larger. Let's push this down here, and then we're going to say here ctx dot text baseline, and the baseline here will be middle, so it pushes more into the middle position here. Then what I want to do is I want to give this, you can do two options here. You can do also text align center, so it will be more in the center. If you want to do that, we can say here ctx dot text align equals center, save, refresh, and then we probably have to push that because it's in the center. We need to push it a little bit more to the right. So we could say here for the right minus 100. Maybe we can do here instead of 100, we can do here 90, giving it a little bit of space. Well, maybe a bit more. I guess we can say 85. You have to or 20 because we have here the font size is 20, so we say 80 pixels. There we are. Something like that. You can play around with that as you go, but as you can see here, this looks quite nice. It is absolutely perfect. If I now undo our hiding here of the hovering effect, we should have now a fully functioning proportional circular item here, or circular area chart. However, this is not really in proportion. It just shrinks it down, but not in proportion of. I'll probably make a separate video for that, where we use this as our foundation. Then we could go even more deeper. However, this is one of the ways to play around with it. And if I refresh here, you can see all the animations work nicely. Absolutely phenomenal.